doing this for any of my boss ladies that cannot make it tonight, because I do know we have an event going on. Before we get started, I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. If you are a guest, if you are not part of the next generation of CEOs, my name is Mars. I go by Mars Money. You feel me? Drop some money signs in the chat box if you're ready to take these next 90 days to a whole nother level. Guys, I've been in this company for a year and a couple months now, and I really learned that the first year of entrepreneurship is really where you learn the foundation of all the skill sets, everything you need to know, literally. My first year was me messing up, learning, and literally it was just me messing up and really learning, doing my personal development, diving deep into learning how to do this skill set. So I'm very, very blessed to be at this position. I know a lot of people, you know, you set your goals high and you're just like, oh, chairman in 1 year. But, you know, for me, I'm the type of person where I had to stop telling myself I have an IQ date. What is an IQ date? An IQ date is an I quit date, right? And that basically means that if this doesn't work out by this certain date or this amount of time, I quit. And for me, I realized that, you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, I'm going to continue to run the play until I hit over Chairman 10, you know, because $10,000 a month, it may seem a lot for you, but I want you to think bigger, because honestly, $10,000 isn't really ish, right? I think that Chairman 25 is where you get a little comfortable, right? But our goal is to go C1 milli, right? I see Mike just said C750. Guys, I want you guys to dream bigger, set your goals higher, right? Because we were put on this earth for a greater purpose. And if you're on this call right now, you're literally on a call with 41 other people who are on their journey to entrepreneurship. And if you're like me, I could never imagine myself working a job ever again. And if you're a lady boss on this call and you came here to get empowered, you came here to get advice, you came here to level up your prospecting game, your networking game, then you're literally here at the right place, because the lineup that we have tonight is super, super powerful. The personalities, the advice, the experiences that we have on this call are literally going to take you to the next level if you apply what you are going to learn today, guys. So, you know, without further ado, I do want to pass this over to one of my business partners, the newest P600 in the next generation of CEOs. Guys, this girl is known as, you know, one of the top event planners in the Palm Beach area. She's really been running it up, and from day one when she came into this business, I saw that she had a lot of potential. She took that potential and made it into something that was well worth it. She did not have any self-limiting beliefs. She's very organized. You know, we just planned a trip to Houston with over 70 people on our team, and she was one of the core people that made it all happen. She had very amazing ideas. She's a creative. Not only that, but she is really, really organized, guys, and that's what I love about her. And I feel like within every organization, there's different people that bring different aspects to the team. And you know what's crazy? I want to let you guys know how dedicated this individual is, because right now she's actually at a bachelor party where alcohol is in her face, and you know, she could have decided not to do this call tonight, but she literally said, business comes first. I'm going to come here today and I'm going to show these boss ladies what it takes to hit P600, what it takes to hit P1000 and go chairman, to have that posture when it comes to networking other girls or networking males as well. So I do want to pass this over to Jenny. You know, I want you guys to drop some 777s for her, because she is the newest P600. Congratulations to you, girl. And I really, really appreciate you for taking the time out to come and throw it down for us, because you could have been at that bachelor party saying, you know what, F everyone else, but you're literally taking time out, taking yourself out of that environment and throwing it down, girl. So go ahead and take it over.
Guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Where are my lady bosses? Lady bosses, drop me some 888s in the chat right now. I want to know who's on. I want to know who's here. I want to know who's ready to go next level. Gentlemen, if you are on this call, I want you to absorb this knowledge. I want you to take down notes, because guess what? You guys are probably going to have some lady bosses in your organization. Like Mars said, I'm actually taking the time out of my life, out of my schedule to get on this call with you guys. And I'm super thankful to be on this call with you guys in the first place. You know, I'm actually at a bachelorette party, but I knew that I had to be here for you guys. I knew that I had to provide value. So basically, you know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, like, after Houston, after everything that happened, you know, I wanted to make sure that you guys were on the same page as all the leaders were. So basically, you know, we want to make sure that the lady bosses know what to do, like when it comes to our grind, when it comes to our hustle, because guess what? Like, our hustle applied to what it is that we have to do. You know, when we're prospecting men or we're prospecting women, it's a little bit different than when a guy prospects a woman, when a guy prospects a guy. So we wanted to provide that value for you guys so that you guys can win. So at the end of the day, you know, what it comes down to is how you're representing yourself. How are you, you know, everybody says this, and I've said this multiple times. You are your own business card. Your Instagram is your own business card. Your social media is your own business card. Nobody walks around with a business card nowadays. Everybody asks each other for what your social media is, and you know, that's what represents you as a person. So, you know, if you're representing yourself as somebody who's like, you know, maybe half naked on Instagram, maybe all your pictures or half of your pictures are like half naked, you're in a bikini or whatever, you're opening yourself up to men, you know, and women, introducing themselves into your DMs as like them trying to get at you, unfortunately, because you're sexualizing yourself as a person. So if you don't respect yourself, if you don't put that image out of like, hey, I'm a businesswoman, I'm serious, unfortunately, other people are not going to do that for you as well. So you have to, it's still your value, it's still who you want to be and who you want people to perceive you as, you know? So one of those main things that I want you guys to take away is maybe like, look at your Instagram, see what you have on there. Do you have a lot of bikini pictures on there? Do you have a lot of ass pictures on there? Because, you know, I get it, we all pose, you know, blah, 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 but like, think about your confidence. Why are you posting those pictures? Are you posting those pictures because you want likes and because you want the attention? Are you posting those pictures because you're confident and you just honestly don't give a fuck? Or like, why is it that you're posting these pictures where you're half naked about yourself? Because honestly, if you value yourself, if you know who you are as a woman, is what you bring to the table, you probably don't have to do any of those things. You have to do everything with intention. So if you're posting these pictures or whatever it is that you're doing, you know, you're opening the gates to a lot of men introducing themselves as like, or seeing you as a sexualized object. And unfortunately, as women, we do have to deal with those things on a daily basis. And it's true, it's facts. It doesn't matter, like, if you, like, you know, if you're pro-feminist, if you're pro-male, like, it doesn't matter. These are things that we actually have to deal with and we actually have to be aware of. So, you know, when you're doing these things, I just want you to keep that in mind when you're posting these things. What are you doing it? And how are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself because you feel that you're confident? Or are you doing it because you want that attention and you want, like, those likes or whatever the case may be? So, you know, one of the other things that I wanted to talk about was, like, apart from, like, image on Instagram, is, like, how are you respecting yourself from, you know, when you're interacting with people? So when you're prospecting people, are you going to these prospects and do they think that they're going on a date with you? Because if they think that they're going on a date with you, most likely you're probably not going to close that deal. Because guess what? They think that they're going on a date with you, so they probably think that whatever, you know, they probably think that they're going to, unfortunately, and if I can be blunt, tell me if I can be blunt. Drop a 7-7 if I can be blunt with you guys. I'm going to wait for the 7-7s because if I don't see those 7-7s, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. All right, I see some 7-7-7, so let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. If you're not telling these guys that are sliding into your DMs that you're prospecting, if you're not telling them from the get-go, hey, this is business, I'm not interested in you, guess what? They're probably meeting you up because they think that they're going to get some type of sexual encounter with you, or they think that it might lead to something else. It might lead to something else. Some of you may have a boyfriend, some of you may be in relationships, some of you may not even be thinking that way, but guess what? You perceive yourself as accessible. You do not want to be accessible, ladies. You want to be about your business. You want to be about your grind. You want to be about your bag. How many of you guys are about your bag? Tell me if you're about your bag. Drop a 7-7-7 if you're about your bag. Let's go. I see some 7-7-7s. Okay. Guys, so you guys can put it back into your team. Put it back into your lady bosses. This is real. Ladies, you have to respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, other people will not respect you. That is 100% fact. If you don't prospect somebody, telling them from the get-go, if they're trying to get at you, because honestly, ladies, we're not dumb. We're not stupid. We know when a guy is interested in us. We know when a guy is interested in us in some type of way. So, you know, from the beginning, you will know if somebody's interested in you. And guess what? Like, if you don't set that tone from the beginning, they're going to continuously disrespect you. They're going to meet you. They're going to want to smoke with you. They're going to want to do some, maybe they're going to want to take it further than that. And that's maybe not what you want to do. You want to, you know, prospect them. You want to gain your business. But if you don't respect yourself, they're not going to respect you. So let me make that really, really clear. They will not respect you. They probably won't even end up like joining your business because they thought that they were going on a date. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to think about that it's not only you that you're affecting. It is not only you that you're affecting, because let's say you put yourself in a bad situation, in a dangerous situation, and something happens to you, God forbid. Not only are you not affecting your life, but you're affecting the life of everybody else, your next generation of CEOs. Because we are all one name, we are all one family, and we represent one thing. We represent excellence, we represent respect, we represent growth, we represent entrepreneurship. And if something happens, that directly affects all of us. That directly affects our business. That directly affects our name. And we don't want bad reputation. We want good reputation. All we want is good rep. So think about what you do before you do anything. Think about what you say before you prospect these people. So if you guys don't mind, I actually have another lady boss that is not in our company. She is not in our organization. She's actually a part of Monet. And I love the fact that she's another network marketer. She's another hustler. She's another entrepreneur. And, you know, she asked me, she's like, you know, you're going to get on this call. I would like to say a little bit about your team. So, you know, if you guys are okay with her, you know, taking 1 or 2 minutes, are you guys okay with her saying 1 or 2 things to you guys? Please drop a 777 for my girl, Ivana. You know, she wants to pour back. I see those 777s. All right. Lady bosses, lady entrepreneurs, we all support each other. Man, I see you guys. So let me pass this on. All right. So Ivana I've known her for a long time. She's 100% a hustler. She's 100% an entrepreneur. We are not in the same business, but guess what? We are in the MLM world, and we represent each other, and we support each other. And ladies, you know, I'm just going to give you, you know, another perspective of what it is. So I'm going to pass it on to her, and she's going to pass it back to me, and then I will pass it back on to Mars. But just so you guys know, this is her. This is what she feels like. This is what she would say to her own team. So let me give it to her right now. So Ivy, take the field.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Jenny already got your 7, so I know I can be real and honest with you guys. And I just want to piggyback off of what she was saying, that knowledge is power. Guys, we come from a world where, unfortunately, women aren't taken seriously. And, you know, the top 1% of wealth is mainly men, and we're here to change that. Therefore, we need to work twice as hard. Sorry for any men on this call, but, like, you have it easier, period. Okay, we need to work harder. Knowledge is power. Your smile is not going to get you business. Your brain is. You need to not be shy to be turned down by men if you're offering them a business opportunity. You shouldn't need to feel like you need to back it up with your looks. Okay, if you need to do that, you don't want to do business with those people. Okay, and piggybacking off of the social media, like, that is your one-stop shop for your business. It is 2020. That is how we network. Okay, like, you don't need to be having like on your story, like Jello shots taken off your body, okay? Like that is your business and you're setting the stage for your future business partners. Is that the stage you want to be setting? Do you want to be setting up the stage for your new girls in your team to be like, oh, okay, it's okay to be objectified by men? Like, no, we are here to change things, okay? Like, dive into personal development. If you feel the need to use your looks to get male business partners, no, dive into personal development today, okay? You need to know how amazing your company is. You need to know what you have to offer, and it is so much more than your pretty face, babe, okay? Like, we fucking birth, okay? I'm a mom of two. I fucking birthed, and I'm gonna be a millionaire, okay? You need to realize the power we have as women, because I don't want to call men on here, but damn, we run the world, period, okay? So literally get your mind right, dive into your personal development, know your company like the back of your hand, because guess what? The men are gonna throw questions at you and you're gonna wanna answer them. You're gonna wanna know, you're gonna wanna shut them the fuck down, okay? Because honey, I can show you how to make money because you ain't making it. So get ready to work, okay? I'm happy to talk to you all, and I hope all of you women wake up and boss the fuck up, okay? Drop a 777 if we're all gonna be millionaires, okay?
Let's go.
Your compensation plan doesn't have a cap, so I don't want to see any one of you ladies putting a cap on it, okay? Thank you.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear Ivana? Did you guys feel that power? Even if we're not on the same team, guess what? We are all lady bosses. We are all on the same page. 777 for my girl Ivana. I actually prospected these two gentlemen who I just told them that I'm a legal bank robber. They don't believe me, but I literally am. Okay, you guys literally are. So let's go. You know, Mars, thank you so much for bringing me on this call. Thank you so much for giving me the time, even though I'm out on these, out in Miami. This is what it is. This is what it takes. You know, we have to go next level, but guess what? We have to respect each other. We have to put in that work, put in that time to build up our social media, give ourselves that respect. And I'm just happy and grateful to be a part of you guys, to be a part of our team. And I'm ready to run it up. Let's run it up together. Every girl boss on this or in this organization, let's go. If you need anything, I'm here for you. So Mars, the call is yours, and thank you so much.
Beach, let's go. I don't know about you guys, but I literally was not expecting that amount of energy. So I'm super, super glad that Jenny was able to get on here and also bring her friend on here. You know, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Ivana. Guys, drop some more 777. Show them love. I'm really, really excited for the next speaker. Go ahead and follow Jenny on Instagram. You know, she's super sweet. She's always there to help anyone. So if you feel like you don't have any type of mentorship, no matter what team you're from, whether or not you're in this company, whether or not you're in the next generation of CEOs, she's always going to be there to help people, because at the end of the day, that's why we're here, right? We are women who empower other women as well. So go ahead and take a screenshot of this, Jenny V with 2 E's and an underscore. So Jenny, thank you so much for hopping on this call. I just want to piggyback off what you guys were saying. You know, there's a statistic that says 82% of women in the United States who make over $100,000 a year or more accomplish it through direct sales and network marketing. So understand that most of the women, 82% of women who are making the money that we want to make are literally in this industry. So you're here at the right time, at the right place. Guys, we have so much potential to go all in. All we need to do is just work and carry ourselves with posture. And, you know, Jenny was talking about how to speak to people, and that's actually going to be what my section is at the end of this call. I'm going to go over, like, how to turn, you know, people who are interested into you into a more business level if they do come at you that way without, you know, getting super offended. Because I know sometimes as girls, we do want people to take us super seriously, but at times, you know, we might get offended and be like, oh, I'm about business, blah, blah, blah. You have to know how to carry yourself in a professional way and not get overconsumed with emotions. But the next person I'm going to bring up is actually going to touch on a subject that's super, super important. She's literally someone who I've seen so much growth from. All right, a year ago, like, drop a 777. No. Drop a 333. If you know Jessie, you love Jessie, and that's on period. Get it right, get it tight, right? Jessie is definitely an influencer. She definitely lights up a room. And guys, like literally a year ago when I got started, I'm gonna tell you a little story. A year ago when I got started and I started going to Mike's house, the Pip house for events and everything, Jessie, I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know that she was in the company. I didn't know anything about her, right? Leslie said, who is she? Guys, she would be in the corner of the room, like super quiet, super antisocial. She had a lot of anxiety, a social anxiety as well. And, you know, I watched her when she spoke at her first event. And, you know, the first time she was supposed to speak at an event in City Place, she almost didn't do it because, you know, she like was low-key hyperventilating, guys. And, you know, she actually took a stand and she did it. And I heard her speaking and like, she was so nervous that she was about to cry. Now, fast forward 1 year later, Jessie is not only running it up with her confidence, with her personal development, with her self-love. She's literally somebody who puts the focus on herself and attracts everything to her, right? She actually just hit P600 about 2 weeks ago, guys. So that's a major accomplishment for her. And I just want to say, like, I'm super proud of you, girl. Like, seriously, it's like you are the #1 person that I've seen grow. Because literally, girl, like, you went from like being super shy to being the loudest person in the room, self-love on point. Like, you inspire other people to reach the level of self-love that you have. And, you know, not only is she killing it with her self-love, but physically as well. Like, she's been getting it right, getting it tight in the gym, inspiring other people to focus on that physical fitness as well. So, Jessie, I know that you have something super important to tell people about when it comes to personal relationships. So go ahead and take it over, sis. Hold up. I'm going to unmute you, girl. Hold up. Y'all get ready. All right. I just unmuted you.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me? Drop a period. Let me get a period in the chat. Can you guys hear me? Where are all my icy girls and my icy boys at? If you guys know me, you guys know I love Sweetie. And what other way of, you know, talking to you guys, calling you guys my icy girls and my icy boys, because, you know, in a couple of months, in the next 90 days, we're going to get ourselves to these ranks. And we're gonna all be wearing diamond watches, diamond bracelets. It don't matter. So you need to start thinking of yourself, picturing yourself with how your wrist is gonna look like, how your neck is gonna look like, how your ears are gonna look like. So again, I'm so happy and grateful to be here. And what I'm gonna be going over with you guys. Okay, one more time. Let me check. You guys can hear me, right? Hold on. Let me check the chat. Sorry, guys. I came from like a home event. Okay, period. So what I'm going to be talking to you guys is the do's and don'ts in network marketing, because it's very, very important for you guys to know these, because understand that most of you guys have not been doing this for a very long time. Most of us are coming from different careers, different jobs, and this is all new to us. So the first thing that today I took my time and I was actually sitting on YouTube watching videos of the do's and don'ts in network marketing. And I was listening to what a lot of people had to say. The difference between what is being said on YouTube University and what we have going on right now is that they tell you to not go for your warm market. But I second guess that, because you know what? This is the best platform that you guys have to put your warm market in. So do expose this to your friends. But you guys need to understand that when you bring your friend into the business, there is a business relationship and a personal relationship that you guys are always going to have. Remember that the strangers are going to celebrate you way before your friends do. So don't take any personal feelings towards yourself if your friend or anyone in your warm market doesn't want to join your business, because at the end of the day, you know where you're going. The only opinion that matters is the opinion that you think of yourself. So again, do leverage your social media. And if you're taking notes, drop a 333 on the chat right now, because you should be taking down these nuggets. You should be writing everything down that I'm saying, because this is going to get you to the next level. So again, leverage your social media. Make sure you don't prejudge anyone. It doesn't matter if they're in your cold market or your warm market, because you never know who's going to say yes to this opportunity. And the biggest thing about it is that we have a product, and the product sells. The only thing you're supposed to do is introduce them to the educational platform. Your job isn't to teach anyone how to build. Your job isn't isn't to teach anyone how to trade. Your job is just to plug them into the system and guide them along the way, because you can't take away from your own journey. You're still learning and doing network marketing right along with the people that you're bringing into the business. So leverage your social media, talk to people, get out there, step outside of your comfort zone, because that's what I had to do. I had to step outside of my comfort zone and leverage my social media, because when COVID started, I didn't have the time to go out and meet people at the mall or meet people at my job, so on and so forth. So do brand yourself. As you start building your business in this company, brand yourself. Remember, I always tell this to my lady bosses, and I know I have some men on this call right now, but you have to brand yourself, because if you don't brand yourself, how are people really gonna take you seriously? And with branding yourself, you have to make sure that you leverage, for example, your hobbies, your different interests, because those are different markets that you can prospect into your business. If you like to draw, don't sleep on your creativity. Go ahead and, I don't know, post a picture of your drawing on social media and hashtag, different things like drawing, artwork, so on and so forth. And that's where I'm going with leveraging your social media, because once you do that and you post different things when it comes to, your hobbies, like if you like makeup, then focus on the makeup market and people that are in that industry. If you like to do lashes and you're lashing, focus on your clients and expose them to the information. If you like cars, make sure you expose and talk to people that can relate to you, same things, same interests, same hobbies. Another do is keep your emotions in check. Remember that when you hold on guys. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm in the car. But do keep your emotions in check. Remember that when you bring your friends in, you literally have to break the relationship aspect, as in, let's say you bring your best friend into the business. You have to break that sis relationship into your business partner relationship, because no one else that doesn't know you, just like if you bring someone in your cold market into your business, you can't go around and call them, hey sis, all the time, because there's a time and a place for everything. So you have to always make sure that you're being professional first. If you bring your friend into the business, you have to sit down and set the boundary and the standard when they first get started, and tell them like, hey, I'm your friend. I love you. I want you to succeed in this business, but you have to understand that there is a time and a place for everything. And even then, sometimes when you bring the people that you love the most into this business, there's gonna be things that are gonna happen. You're not always gonna see eye to eye with each other. You're not gonna agree with everything. You're gonna agree to disagree 9 times out of 10. But you have to be, in control of your emotions, because you can't snap at someone. One thing that I learned, and one thing that I've seen our chairman mentors do, is that they're never going to be quick to cuss someone out if they disagree with them. They actually take the time to work hand in hand to make sure that they're going to come to a solution, that they're going to come to an understanding. And the only way that you can do that is if you really communicate, not only with the person that you're dealing with the situation, but other people that are also involved. So let's say they make you mad in the moment. Okay, you can feel angry in the moment, but don't hold on to that anger. I always say that that's also a part of personal development and a part of the journey of mastering your emotions. If you want to have self-mastery with that, you are allowed to be angry for 5 minutes, but then you have to let it go. If you let it go, just let it go. Don't bring it up, because why are you going to bring it up 5 minutes later if you just stated that you let it go? At the end of the day, like I said, you're going to agree to disagree, because you're not the same. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. So you may have a good idea that someone else is not going to agree with, but at the end of the day, if you communicate and use your words and be mature about it, you can come to an understanding or a solution in a better way, in a better situation. Again, like I said, don't take anything personal, because it is what it is. And sometimes we got to get our emotions, get them right, get them tight, because no one has time. We're literally too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to sit here and be with drama. We're too blessed to be stressed, to be going back and forth with other people, because we have a $6.6 trillion market and we have lives to impact. So why are we going to sit here and fight with one another when we're supposed to be here as business partners? We're supposed to be one happy family. We're not always going to be happy, but we're supposed to be one united happy family at the end of the day. So now I'm going to move on to my don'ts. Again, like I said, don't take anything personal, because if you take something personal and you feel some type of way right now, that's just something that you have to work on. And another thing is, don't be too pushy. Don't be too pushy when you're sharing the vision, because understand that someone's chapter 26 could be someone's chapter 1. So they might not be as personally developed as you are. They may not see the vision like you see the vision. So don't be too pushy when you're showing the plan, when you're showing the vision, because not everyone understands that if you don't dream big, you're only setting yourself back. A lot of people don't understand that their own fears hold them back from their biggest blessing, from their best potential with themselves and their dreams and their goals. A lot of people are scared to dream big. A lot of people are scared to set big goals, like becoming a millionaire or a billionaire or hitting 6 figures. Some people are just okay with being comfortable, and they may not see your vision. But at the end of the day, you can't shove this opportunity down someone's throat. If they say no to you right now, it's literally a not right now, because you guys know where this educational platform is going. You guys know where our vision is going. We're here to impact 1 million lives by the end of 2020, and they may not be with it right now, but they will be in the long run, because you don't know what they're going through. Sometimes a lot of people are just saying no because, one, either they're scared, one, they really don't have the money, or they may be going through a lot of things in their life right now that they're not comfortable with disclosing with you right now. So don't be too pushy, and especially with your warm market, because if they're your family members, if they're your close friends, if they're your cousins, it doesn't matter, friends from high school, your warm market, you don't want to scare them away, because if they said no to you, best believe that they're going to be watching you, because you introduced them to this opportunity and they want to see your results. They're only going to go off by what they see from you. And if they see you failing, if they see you quitting, you really think your warm market is going to come back and hit you back up and joining I Am Mastery Academy? No. Literally, I posted a picture of myself a year ago, when I was, heavier, when I had darker hair, when I wasn't at my best. And I posted another picture to who I am now, the person that I am now. And just because I did that and I showed people the change that I did in 1 whole year, I've had many of my high school friends, a lot of people that I've hit up in my warm market a year ago, hit me back up and say, hey, I'm ready to get started, or hey, I want to learn more, or hey, can you help me, so on and so forth. So don't be too pushy. Sometimes when they say no, just go ahead and still be their friends. Still stay in contact with them, because understand that people are going to join your business off a genuine relationship. People want to make sure that they can trust in you. People want to make sure that they are joining something with someone that has genuine intentions for their success. Again, you're not here to teach anyone how to trade. You're not here to shove someone or push anyone to get to chairman, but you are here to guide people. You're here to help people. You're here to impact lives, but you can only do it if you feed your roots, if you fill your own cup with your own personal development, if you practice what you preach. Another don't is don't have any expectations. A lot of us, we come into this business and we see the vision, we see the presentation, and right off the bat we may have about 5 to 10 people in mind that we want to put onto this opportunity, and we expect them to say yes because it changed and it impacted our lives. But again, they don't have the same perspective. They're probably not on the same page as you are in life right now. So don't have any expectations. Do not automatically think that your best friend, your close friend, your grandma, your daddy, your aunt, your dog, I don't know who else in your warm market will join your business. Remember when Nano says, if you're on Mornings with Nano every single morning, he says, be connected to everything, but detached from everything else, you know? I may have said it a little bit wrong, but you know, you get the concept. Be connected to everything, but don't be attached to everything. Another don't compare your journey to someone else's, because I used to do this myself. I came in, you know, I hit P150 within the first 72 hours that I started this business, and I was hyped. But then after that, what ended up happening is I started losing my motivation, because then I would see, you know, other people hitting P600, P1000, or hitting, you know, doubling their trading account and being successful in the market. And I'm like, yo, like, why it's not happening to me? And excuse me, slowly but surely, that would mess with my confidence. That would mess with my motivation. That's why I went harder in personal development, because I had to understand that I am my own self. I am my own competition. I am, you know, my own version of myself. I'm unique. I am the only one that can get me to the next level. Me not following someone else, me not idolizing someone else is not going to get me to the next level. You literally have to put in the work yourself. You have to shift from whatever, you know, unmotivated mindset that you have right now, and shift it. Shift your perspective. Reprogram your mind. So again, don't compare your journey to someone else, because you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if the next P600 is going to quit. You know, we've heard it before. We've heard where people literally come into the business and they hit these residual rings, and then one day next to another, something happens, or they have, you know, a little fallout in life and they just can't handle it, and then they quit. Do not compare yourself to anyone, because you have to understand that you are yourself, you're unique, and there's no one like you. You're unique. That's all I could really say in regards to that. I have a couple more things. Don't overthink it. I know most of us have a little voice in the back of our heads, and you know, that's your conscience. Sometimes you have your own little voice where sometimes the confidence comes out, but then the doubt comes in. Don't let your own thoughts or your own mind talk you down from sharing the vision. Don't let your own little voice second guess you, or of, can I really become a millionaire? Can I really become a 6 and 7 figure trader? Because at the end of the day, you sitting here overthinking, instead of you putting all this energy into overthinking, you could be putting the energy into sharing the vision, into you studying in the academy, into you hopping on Go Live, so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, if you want to build this business in network marketing, you can't let your own mind overpower your potential. If you really want to reach out to 100 people a day, do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Sometimes when we talk to people, we're just overthinking it and we're too scared, but we're not scared. It's us really just being too much in our minds. So at the end of the day, you should set a goal. You should set a different goal. Instead of you reaching out to 100 people and thinking that you're going to get some yeses, why don't you set a goal, a daily goal of you getting 10 no's a day? Why don't you do that? Maybe that will shift your perspective a little bit. If you accomplish 10 no's a day in your job, but that's just putting you in a better mindset of, okay, these people said no to me, but tomorrow someone's gonna say yes. Or you might never know. You might get 8 no's in one day, and you may get 3 to 5 yeses in a day. It's all about perspective. It's all about you having power of your thoughts, you having power of what you know you're capable of. And again, stay consistent, because at the end of the day, if you get 100 no's, I literally, once upon a time, I had a notebook. I used to have a tally chart of how many no's I would get a day. The last time that I really did it, I had about 200 no's within the week span of 2 weeks. But I stayed consistent. And eventually, because I kept believing in myself, because, you know, I believe in myself. Oh, the flashlight went out, guys. Hold on. Anyways, you guys can't see me anymore, but just stay consistent because your breakthrough will come. Another thing, which I'm getting back to the last few nuggets that I'm about to drop, and this goes for relationships. You know, I touched upon, you know, your friendships, but now I want to get into the nitty-gritty of relationships. If you have someone that, you know, you're with currently, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, someone that you're talking to, and you want to introduce them to the business, if they're really not that interested, again, don't be too pushy about it. The best way that you could keep them around the fire is bring them around. If you're on a call, have them sit next to you, watch the call with you, because sometimes the power is in just you showing them, and that you genuinely want to build, you know, not only a personal relationship with that person, but you also want to build a business relationship with them, because, you know, you want to build something with them. Like, we're all grown, we're not in high school anymore. If you're literally with someone and you're dating someone, or you're with someone point blank period, you're with them because you see a future with them. And if you don't see a future with them, then why are you with them? Because at the end of the day, in network marketing, you're going to have to talk to other people. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. And if that's a problem in your relationship, then you need to ask yourself that question: do I really need to be with this person? Or is this person really going to hold me back for me hitting P1000 or P2000 or P5000 or even chairman? At the end of the day, like I said, guys, you guys are your only worst enemy. If you're literally allowing someone else to hold you back, especially if it's your spouse and they're not supporting what you're doing, then why are you with them? Or if you can't walk away from them, then you literally need to distance yourself from them. You know, I'm a very firm believer that you have to sometimes love people from a distance, and that's something that you have to do in network marketing, because not everyone is going to approve of what you're doing right now. A lot of people just see you as a sales rep, just because, you know, you're trying to sell a product, but it's way bigger than that. We have a platform that's way bigger than that. And again, the last two nuggets that I'm going to share with you guys is, if you do have that person in this business, if your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend are in the business, you need to learn how to separate both relationships. You need to understand that there is a time to spend quality time and to be, you know, booed up and do all of that. And then there is a time of work. There is a time to handle business. Not everything, just because you have your girlfriend or your boyfriend in the business, it means that, you know, you guys need to be holding hands all the time, or you guys need to be all up on each other all the time. There is a time for, you know, I guess, pleasure and hanging out, and then there's a time of work. Because if you really want to grow your business, especially if you're sharing an account in this business, you need to know how to different, you know, I can't say the word, you know, but you guys need to learn how to separate both relationships. Keep all the BS at home. If you guys have an argument, if even with your friends that you bring into the business, if you guys have a fallout on a personal level, keep the BS at home, because at the end of the day, the show must go on. Run the play, because at the end of the day, if your best friend didn't like the way that you talked to her, or your best friend is mad about something that you did to her throughout the day, you can't let that affect your business, because then you're letting your money being affected. And I don't like nobody messing with my money. And if you feel me on this, drop a fire emoji in the chat, because at the end of the day, you need to leave that BS at home. You need to learn how to put your game face on and still handle business. And then my last nugget is, just remember that you have to be yourself. In order for you to build this business, you have to be yourself. Don't copy off of me. Don't copy off of Mars. Don't copy off of Jenny. Yes, learn from us, but be yourself. So at the end of the day, my time is up, and this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, we're taking this to the next level. And, you know, to all my icy girls and all my icy boys out there, like, this is not only, you know, an icy year of 2020 that we're gonna get ourselves to chairman, but I like to believe, just like Sweetie says, this is an icy decade, because we're about to do this for the next 10 to 20 years, and we're going to go ahead and activate and take this to the next level, because we all want to be on that chairman flyer. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to Mars. And I'm so happy and grateful you guys had me on this call, and I hope you guys gained some value from me. So go ahead, Mars, take it away.
Yo, Jess just went off. Please drop some fire emojis in the chat for her, because she literally just touched on a lot of elements that are super important in this business. You know, we don't talk about it a lot. You know, we don't talk about personal relationships, how to handle being in a relationship, how to handle friends in the business. So she really did touch on subjects that are super important that we don't really talk about a lot. So I'm very appreciative for her. I know, girl, you see all the fire emojis in the chat box, so we really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to hear from you more, girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my portion of this, and what I want you guys to do is, because the chairwoman just stepped on this call, and that chairwoman is me, so I need you guys to go in whatever chat you are, in Discord, Telegram, whatever it is, and tell people to hop the F on, because I'm about to keep it real. I'm about to give you guys some advice that you, if you're a guy, you can pass it on to your female IBOs. If you're a female, you can literally apply the information that I'm about to say. We're about to get into detail, guys. About to get into detail when it comes to prospecting. So go ahead, go in your chat and say a real chairwoman has just stepped into the Zoom call. Get your butts on this call, because it's about to get real, period. So let me make myself spotlight so you guys can see my video. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. So first, I do want to touch back on what Jenny was talking about, which is branding. And I want you guys to understand that when I first started, all I cared about was looking pretty, having the best outfits, etc. And then I realized that, you know, why are girls holding on to a specific image of themselves if it's not giving you any money? There's so many girls that are online wearing cute outfits, posting their ass, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm about to get real, right? Look, I'm gonna say if I am a chairwoman, and I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm here to inspire other girls, and I'm here to wake you up, because if you're in this industry, you really need to start taking your business seriously, right? I used to have a chairman, like 100 at the time, literally messaging me, texting me, and telling me, yo, Mars, what is up with your content, girl? All you're posting is pictures of you being cute, you in your bikini, you all fashioned up. You literally look like a girl that just cares about fashion. Like, if people come to your page, do they know that you run a business? If somebody comes to your page, would they want to join your business? So that's something I want you to take in mind. Stop holding on to a specific image of yourself because you care about other people's opinions. In this business, you could be whoever you want to be. So I don't care if you have a different past, if people know you as someone shy, if you never posted before, or you did post specific kind of content, but now it's really time to get real with yourself and transform who you are, guys, because at the end of the day, our Instagram is our business card. So it's super important to brand yourself as a business owner, right? It doesn't mean that all of your content has to be business-based. It doesn't mean that every single post has to be Forex. But you know what? Post videos of yourself talking. Show people that you're more than a pretty face. Show people that you're going to become a millionaire. We have 90 days left of the year. We keep on saying it, guys. It's time that we get serious with who we are. If you're a chairwoman, drop chairwoman in the chat. And if you're a chairman, drop a chairman in the chat. Because I'm trying to see the whole entire family win. We say 1,000 chairmen by December 31st. Who's going to be one of those 1,000 chairmen? Drop a 1,000 in the chat box right now, guys, because it's definitely happening. We know what the company is doing right now. They're literally giving out an incentive to bring in 100,000 customers. Are those customers gonna be in your organization? Stop playing with yourself. Literally, guys, it's time to get serious about your branding. There's millions of people on social media. Get yourself out there. Like, set a day for yourself. I literally was talking to one of my lady bosses today, an upcoming P600, and we said, you know what? When I get back to Florida, we're gonna have content days once a week. And you know what? You're welcome to join if you're in the Palm Beach area. But you know what? We're taking our business to the next level. So I'm not going to beg anyone to come take your content, because if you're serious about this business, you're going to come out and you're going to take content one day a week, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is how to turn creepers into business partners. Now, before I go ahead and touch on this subject, I do want you to understand that you do have to qualify your business partners. So there is going to be guys that slide in your DMs because you have a pretty face, you know, they like you, maybe they like your style, maybe they're like, oh, this woman's a boss, I want to, you know, get to know her and stuff, or creepers into customers. Thank you, Mike. That's my mentor, y'all, always helping me. So listen, guys, I want you to understand that we are in a business, and you do have to learn how to turn somebody that's interested into you into a potential prospect or customer. You know, sometimes I do see girls that are like, that get so offended. They're like, oh my God, I have a boyfriend. Like, stop fucking messing with me. Stop. Nah, like, stop being so aggressive, okay? And I had to learn that myself, right? So what I want you guys to know is if a guy slides in your DMs and he's like, hey, you're super beautiful, blah, 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 and you know that his intention is to get to know you and you're not interested or you have a significant other, keep it cool. You don't gotta block. You don't gotta tell him from the jump, like, no, I'm not interested. Keep it cool. Tell him like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like, how are you doing today? Right? He doesn't have to know that you're not interested yet. All you have to do is build a conversation with him. So, for example, how are you? Hold on, I'm on Instagram Live and there's a hater on there. And I guess he doesn't have anything to do with his life, but sit on live watching a girl talk about her business and how it's gonna make her millions. But for some reason, he's on there talking shit. So he needs to hop off because nobody asked for your opinion. So I'm sorry I had to go on that little spiel. But guys, let's say the guy's like, oh, I'm doing fine. What about you? You're gonna be like, I'm doing amazing. Like, what do you do for a living? Guys, get to know the person. Oh, you know, I work in construction. I'm a personal trainer. Oh, that's awesome. They're gonna be like, what about you? Because guess what? They're interested in you. They're gonna ask you questions for the intention to get to know you, not because of the business. But then you get to the point where they ask you what you're doing, and you say, oh, I'm actually an entrepreneur. I trade foreign currencies. I show other people how to do the same. You know, it seems that you are a very dedicated individual. Is that your passion? Because I would love to tell you more about it. If he's trying to get to know you, he's gonna say yes. Get on a Zoom call and be like, listen, like, you know, on Instagram, I'm so glad that you reached out to me, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I do want to make sure that we are on the same page. And the reason why we're on this call today is because I do think you have a lot of potential to be in my business. At this time, I'm currently not looking for anything, but based on what I learned about you, I think you could really kill it. So are you genuinely interested in this business? Or are you just trying to get to know me? Because I really don't want to waste any time. If you tell a guy straight up what your intention is, he's going to respect you and he may take it into consideration. I have had a lot of males that are interested in me that do become part of my business. Sometimes it lasts, sometimes they don't last. So that's another subject that I do want to touch on is qualify who joins your business. So for example, if somebody is like head over heels over you, don't just have someone join for the sign up because we all know that we need to prospect up, right? Recruit up. If somebody's in love with you, they're not going to be in the business for the right intentions. Okay, so you got to tell them like, listen, if you're going to continue to flirt with me here and there and be like, you know, just like, they be like, there's some guys that will talk about business, but then here and there be talking about like, oh, I want to build an empire with you, Listen, tell them, listen, I think you have a lot of potential to be in this business, but I want to see you succeed. If you're going to join my business and continue to do this, I'd rather you go join the business with somebody else. This may be the opportunity that's going to change your life, but it doesn't have to be with me. So make sure you have that posture, all right? And next, so we all know that it's very powerful to build your local market, okay? Local markets are very important because you can have home events, etc. So what I want you to keep in mind is that when you are building your local market, especially if you're a beautiful girl, and sometimes guys who are in your local market will slide into the DMs with those intentions that I spoke of and ask you to go on a date to talk about business. A lot of the times, you know, you have to think about your safety, just like Jenny brought up. Tell them, listen, I am serious about my business. If I'm gonna go on a business meeting with you, not a day, because like I'll get it sometimes where they're like, oh, can we go on lunch to talk about it? Yo, we're not dumb. We know what they're trying to do. They just want to get us in the same room and hope that we like them, right? We already know what we want. So you just gotta tell them like, listen, don't like set the intention. Don't get it twisted. You know, like I do think that you'd be amazing in my business. I don't really want to go to lunch if you have different intentions. I'm really serious about my business. I'm not looking to get to know anyone right now. So if you're serious about talking about the business, we can meet at a Starbucks, but unfortunately, like I don't really want to go to lunch or I don't really want to go to dinner with you. Like I'm taking my business seriously and I'm looking to work with people who are going to take this to the top with me. Just tell them that, guys. And you don't have to say it in a rude way. You don't have to cuss them out. You don't have to get mad. And that's one thing that I want to touch up on, all right? So this is kind of like off subject. This just goes into the prospecting world is sometimes when people give objections, I see some people getting mad at them and they're just like, oh, do you want to stay broke? Oh, you don't have time? Like how long are you going to keep having that problem, right? And I want you to understand that we are in a people business, all right? When you become an IBO, you want your members to love you. You want your members to respect you. You want your members to be inspired by you because at the end of the day, If the people in your business don't love, respect you, are inspired by you, they're not gonna build for you because they know that you benefit from it. So when you're prospecting somebody, you have to remember that this person is going to be in your business, all right? So if you're coming at them in a rude way, level 2 energy where you're just blaming them for their circumstances, guess what? Why would they want to join your business? Because you're not somebody who's supporting them. And your role as an IBO is to go to those customers or those potential customers and tell them, listen, like, you have a lot of potential, and right now you're telling me you don't have a lot of time, but you know, I really do want to see you succeed, and I don't want to see you in this position. What can I do to help you free up more time? Because in this business, there's calls going on at virtually every single hour of the day. And if you commit 1 hour a day, you can definitely make 8% a day. That is a lot of money. Okay, same thing with money. You don't gotta tell them, oh, you're broke. Like, that's the thing that gets people mad about Forex. And look at it from the outside looking in. People talk shit about Forex traders because they're like, oh, all they do is talk shit about other people, and if you're not in Forex, then you're broke, blah, blah, blah. We can think that, but when we're prospecting, we don't want people to think that we're ignorant, okay? So you have to show people that this is an opportunity that can change your life, but we're not gonna get mad at them and cuss them out for not wanting to join our business. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing that, then you're taking it personally. Every single day, we're seeing ads broadcasted and we're rejecting them. Somebody calls your phone for insurance, you're rejecting them. You're rejecting the YouTube ad. You're rejecting the billboard. Don't take it personal. Everyone in this world is being programmed to get a 9 to 5. So if they reject you, it's not about you, it's about them. But it is your job to help guide them to want to join this business and understand that the situation they're in doesn't have to be that way, right? So like Ever said, ego out the way. It's not about you, it's about them. All right, so don't get mad. Don't cuss them out. Don't take it personally. Okay, just get on a phone call with them. If you don't know how to handle it, leverage your mentor. And I promise you, the more you leverage your mentor, you're gonna learn how to speak to people. And that is a skill set, guys, right? I had to learn how to speak to people. When I first got into this business, I was very passionate and I wanted everyone to join this business. And you know, I'd be like, bro, this person's a dumbass, etc., right? But now I had to realize that every single aspect of this business is a skill set that you have to master. And one of those skill sets is being a leader, knowing how to speak, having the right tonality. All right, you want to be somebody that's going to lead other people to greatness. You don't want to be a boss. You don't want to make people feel guilty. You want to help people analyze their situation and realize that they can do better. All right, so that's it about tone and language. The last thing I want to say, or I already touched on it, but just a reminder, qualify who you bring in your business. Don't just sign up anybody, because I do have experience where, you know, guys will join my business because, and I'm keeping it real. Like, I don't care if there's somebody on here that joined my business because they thought I was pretty or that something could happen, okay? There's guys who join my business from that attention and take off. Most of the time, about 80% of the time, the guys who join my business because they like me quit within their first month. So understand, you don't want to waste your time with somebody just because of the sign up. At the end of the day, you're going to be wasting time. So you want to, you know, work with people who are willing, all right? You don't have to close everybody. Really analyze your business and see who you want to be a part, who you want to be a part of it. So that's it for my section. So I really do hope that you guys took a lot of value from tonight's call. We just had a panel of chairwomen on this call, and everything they said was amazing. You know, we don't talk about these things a lot. So if you like this call and you want to hear more about this side of the business, you want to hear from females, definitely drop some 111s in the chat, some fire emojis. And one thing I do want to bring up, guys, is we are going to start implementing more things for lady bosses if you're in the Florida area. No matter what team you're on, Next Gen, Next CEOs, Global Leaders, we're all one team. Even if you're on a different team, we're all one organization, and our mission is to educate, empower, and enrich. So like I said, when I do get back to Florida, I'm currently in Arizona. When I do get back to Florida, I'm going to implement content days, one day out the week that we can all do. But we are planning to start having Lady Boss events. All right, so we did have a Lady Boss event. It was very successful. It was like a couple months ago in the beginning of the year. So on the 13th of this month, I want you guys to write it down. We're gonna have an off call hosted by just Lady Bosses. So if there's any volunteers, let's go ahead and, you know, send me, Jenny, or Jess a message. And then on the 15th, we are gonna have a Lady Boss event, an actual opportunity event where we're gonna have multiple ladies. Like, it doesn't matter, like, we can have as many speakers and testimonials as we want at the event, And we just want all the girls to come up and share their stories because we have a lot of beautiful girls on this team, and I'm tired of girls sleeping on their potential. So I'm gonna push y'all on the fire, and I'm gonna let you guys really experience what it feels like to be in front of the room because it's an exhilarating feeling, all right? So with that being said, guys, if you do, I'm sorry. If you do want to be a part of it, go ahead and message one of us on Instagram. My @ is @itstherealmars. Jessie's is gorgeous, so Gorg Jess JESS, and it'll pop up, right? Next, I do want to make sure that you guys know that tomorrow we do have a platinum leadership call. I believe at 12 p.m. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. So we are gonna have it hosted by Camilo. He is a platinum 5,000. So 5,000, bruh, he's about to be a platinum 5,000, you see? So he's a platinum 2,000 currently. It's crazy how my vision is so big because I literally just see everybody in this organization leveling up within the next 30 days. So guys, tomorrow's gonna be hosted by Milo. He's a platinum 2,000, 12 p.m. Don't miss it. He's gonna spit some fire nuggets. I told him, like, he has a lot of information to share, and if you were at the Houston convention, you know that he really got us activated, right? So go ahead, promote that call to your members. If you're IBO, personally text and promote that call. And without further ado, guys, I'll see y'all later. Love you.